welcome back to my orendatarot. Just a quick thing, I keep saying orendatarot because that's kind of like what I'm calling my whole tarot portion of this channel. I don't know, I was going to do 2 separate channels why I kept saying it, but I decided to put it all in one because I just want to show that, like, you know, I'm a multifaceted, oh my god, why can't I say this, human being, and like I have multiple interests, and this is my channel, this is my YouTube channel, so I feel like I should be able to show whatever I want without separating it, and yeah, just showing all aspects of myself. So if you enjoy my tarot, please subscribe. If you enjoy other parts of my channel, then please subscribe to watch that. You don't have to watch all of it, you know, it's up to you, of course, and if I somehow get you into tarot, then welcome. Quick thingy, how good is this lighting? Yeah, as you can see, I've moved into my new place for my 3rd year of uni. I'm living by myself in a studio, so I literally can, and my north node is in my 12th house in Virgo, so literally I'm like thriving right now. I just know I'm gonna thrive in this thing because I just need to be in isolation. Sorry if you do hear any noise, because I realized that it literally sounds like this man talking very loudly is directly in my room, so I'm really apologize for that. I'll probably end up putting a bit more background music in my videos just to kind of like counteract the extra additional noises going on everywhere. But yeah, I hope this kind of filming setup is, I don't know, it's like happy, oh my god. I hope this filming setup is like good for you and you enjoy it a lot more than the one where I was like, oh my god, my back hurts, like every single video I was like, my back hurts. Yeah, I'm on a chair, so my back should not hurt. Do you like my braids? Oh my god, okay, I get distracted very easily. Like I said, thank you for coming to this video. Today's video is what would a tarot reader say about you? As I said before in one of my videos, I think that I really just want to focus more on you as the individual and helping you grow and learn. And you know, I love watching these videos because I'm like, how do I look to other people? How would I look to a spiritual being, you know, like someone who can channel messages from like different planes and stuff like that? Like how does my spirit look? How am I perceived? So how do people perceive me? Yeah, so yeah, I'm really excited to do this video. As you can see, hopefully I stay in focus. I'm probably going to tilt the camera a little bit so you can see the cards a bit more, and yeah, so I think we should just get into it because otherwise I will keep talking. So let me just go and show you the piles. So these are the 3 piles that we have today for you to choose from. I will do a little meditation music session for you to like pick your specific pile, but this one here is pile number 1. This is the rose quartz, very big stone. Please don't choose it just because it's big, but choose it because, you know, it's standing out to you. But this is the rose quartz here. So for pile number 2 we have this, I'm probably going to say it wrong, Aragonite, I believe it's called that, something like that. This is such an interesting stone, I love this one. Beautiful. So this is for those who will be choosing pile number 2. And pile number 3, this little one here, but just as special. I'm literally going to put this in the light for you because it looks so amazing in the light. Hope you can see that. You can see that all those colours in there. You see that? So nice. So this is the Labadorite, pile number 3. It is extremely hot in here, so hopefully I do not die in this long sleeve. I'm sweating quite a bit. Yes. Yeah, the sun's going down a little bit, so hopefully I can get through this reading. My tarot cards have missed me a lot. Like I was pulling the cards for this reading and the cards were just flying out, and yeah, I haven't like used my tarot cards in like probably like a week or so because I was packing to come here. Again, I'm talking a lot, but yeah, so hopefully the messages really come through for you. I feel like they're really excited to just like be a part of this and bring messages for you and my spirit guides too, because we love doing this. So yeah, I'm very excited. Let's just get straight into the reading. Hi guys, welcome pile number 1. Yes, okay, the lighting has changed back again, that's cool. This is for the pile who chose the rose quartz. Super excited for you to be here, and I hope I get some really great messages for you. Obviously, of course, always just take what resonates and leave the rest behind, because you don't need all of it. Don't take it if it don't fit, you know? Don't force that shoe on. You are not the ugly stepsister. Right, so let's get into your reading. We'll put your there, let's put it there. So we'll leave these probably to the end, and we'll start off with your tarot cards. So let's see what you've got. So today I have for you the Magician, the Two of Cups, which is absolutely not surprising because you have the rose quartz here. Hope you can see that. It doesn't really look like it's too in focus, but oh well. I'm getting heavy Libra energy right now. You have the Tower card, and you have the King of Wands to begin your spread off today. So, what would a tarot reader say about you? Okay, I'm going to try a new technique today. I'm not going to second guess anything I say. I'm just going to say, start speaking, and if things clarify things later on, if I contradict myself, then that's that. I'm literally learning as I'm showing you. So let's all just be kind to each other and support each other, and yeah, let's continue. So what would a tarot reader say about you? I'm really drawn to these two. It's not like one, well, one's a bolt of lightning, the other one is like a shooting star. I feel like when you come into people's lives, you shake them up. Like, you're like that bombshell. So, you know, not even in terms of looks, but in terms of energy. I feel like, yeah, of course, you're such a loving person. I feel like you hold deep emotions for people, and I don't know if you always express it or show it. Maybe that's kind of like a part of your, you know, people taking advantage of you and stuff like that. So it kind of leaves you not really wanting to express your love for people as much as you should, as much as like as much as is in your core to express love to others. I feel like because this King of Wands is here, I feel like maybe you shy away from it a bit nowadays. Because this snake in the background, you see that? Like, this is other people. The ones who have treated you badly and stuff like that. And like, it has stopped you. It's kind of like closed off your heart a little bit. But yeah, I feel like either way, whether you like it or not, you switch people's lives up. You make an impact in their lives. Like, you see these men falling out of this building, burning. Like, I feel like you're just an unexpected, oh my god, the dove. You're just such a light being, I feel like. Such a light being. And because you're such a light being, you face a lot of darkness. You know the darkness. Look at all these dark cards. They're all like nighttime energy darkness, you see? But that's not you. You're not the darkness. But you understand the darkness. And that's why it's your job to bring the light to people. You guide the way. Look at you. You're this magician holding the candle. You guide the way. And like the magician, you have all the abilities. You have the pentacles, you have the wand, you have the cups, you have, what else is there? You have the swords. Because you've been in both extremes. I feel like you go through many transformations. Like, I'm seeing this snake shedding its skin. You change a lot because you go inwards and you introspect and you think about, like, you know, when things have gone wrong, you're the type of individual who won't just jump from relationship to relationship. Where things have gone wrong, you'll take the lessons, you'll sit with yourself, you're really introspective. I feel like you're a very optimistic person too. Like, no matter how much darkness you go through, you see this sun rising. You see this card? There's the darkness there. The sun rising. You have the faith, you have the positivity, you have the belief that things will always get better. Look, my hand is literally shaking. What the hell? I don't know if you look in the sky and you wish a lot on stars, like wishing on a star. That's what I see. You're the type of person who maybe speaks out loud, like as if you're speaking to your spirit guides. If you're connected to them, whether you're connected to them or not, I feel like you do that. And you are heavily watched too with this eye. I always see this eye as someone watching. This is your spirit guides. You're heavily protected, guided, and watched over. Come on, let's take some more cards. Okay, I've got my traditional tarot as the clarifier for today. So starting off with the Magician. This smells a bit weird. Oh my god. Okay, so why is the Magician here? For those who chose the Rose Quartz, why is the Magician here? Nine of Swords in reverse. That's a Two of Cups here, sorry. Nine of Pentacles, sorry, I did not show you that properly. Where's the Tower here? Where's the Tower here for those who chose Rose Quartz? Clarify the Tower first, please. That's the Ace of Swords. Okay, yeah. Yeah, definitely. And why is the King of Wands here, please? Wow, you can't be doing all of that. You can't be doing all of that. Let's see what this is. The Fool card in reverse, I'm going to take that one. I don't know why I'm still pulling cards, if I'm being honest with you. Ooh. Right, we'll leave it there for a moment and we'll pull on them a bit more in a second. Okay, so the Fool card in reverse clarifying the King of Wands. What I'm seeing is this is you, yeah, you're hesitant nowadays to embrace new connections. I feel like also there's a hesitancy here because you might have been hurt in the past. You show people truth. You bring truth to their lives. You open their eyes. You're like that angel who's like walks on earth. You could be like an earth angel. So you would like say, what I'm picturing is like those movies, everything I guess from a movie, but yeah. I'm picturing those movies where like you will sit next to someone on a bench or something, and then like this wise old lady or man would like give you some really wise words, and your whole like world will just change. Like you come out of this matrix. You know, that's what you do for people. That's the power that you hold. And I feel like even though you could have like a North Node in Libra, you have some sort of Libra placement, I feel like. Some way partnerships influence your life. Partnerships and connecting with individuals is a part of your destiny. I don't know why this is turning into a destiny reading. It's supposed to be what a tarot reader say about you. Well, they could say this. Don't read it. Yeah, but I feel like you still face a lot of this stuff alone. You go through a lot of life alone at the moment. You're very independent. And here's that anxious energy coming through again. That anxiety. And I feel like that's because of how much power you hold, how much knowledge, how much what's the word now, please? How much responsibility you have to impact others. I feel like sometimes it can be very overwhelming for you. Because you could be like very clairvoyant. That's the one, claircognizance. Have claircognizance where you just know things. So it's like you don't have anything tangible to show people or tell people, but you just know. And a lot of people don't believe you, and it's kind of like, bro, I told you. I don't know how I know, but I just know. Like, you're one of those people. What more can you tell me about this Two of Cups here, please? Two of Cups. Wow. So you have the Star and Judgment in reverse, clarifying this Two of Cups here. I feel like because of what I was saying about, you know, relationships going wrong, partnerships, people betraying you, you feeling like you put your trust in the wrong individuals, you're losing a lot of hope that you will meet someone who's on your level. This could be romantic, this could be friendships. I'm kind of feeling mostly romance at the moment. You know that you will meet this soulmate because you have so much love to give. You do. Your heart is so big. Yeah, like saying you feel like you've misjudged characters, but I don't think you have. You see the soul of individuals. You don't just see their person, you see their soul. And unfortunately, that is like one of the things of being such a light being, is that you're there to kind of like awaken them, to trigger that individual. And sometimes you don't get the happy ever after. That is just your purpose. Not to say that you'll never be happy, that's not your purpose, but your purpose is like to just awaken that individual. That is your two. That is your, you know, two. I can't talk. That is your lesson with each other. That's your spiritual, your soul contract. That's what I'm trying to say. That's your guys' soul contract. Is just to awaken each other, you know. And that's not saying you will never be happy. That's all you have to do with life. No. But often, but then that's where boundaries come in, isn't it? Saying, learning when to say no when it's time for you to move on, and when you know that you've done enough for that person. Let's see more about this Tower card. I'm intrigued. Tell me more what that Tower is. Let's choose Rose Quartz. Tell me what that Tower. Tell me what that Tower. Yeah. Mistrusting due to overgiving. And that means you get burned a lot. This is you also. Feeling burned. Feeling like you put all into someone, everything. I feel like you are very focused on love. You could have a lot of 7th house placements. You know, people deceiving you, lying. That's why I think you bring truth. You crave truth. Yes, I did just change my top. It is way too hot in here. Okay, so we're going to clarify this King of Wands now. More clarifies this King of Wands, please. Again, what was I saying about the transformations that you go through? Being introspective, changing often. I feel like in those times you really go into isolation, you don't really reach out for help. You're more of like the type of person who just likes to go through things alone. And then you come out like a whole new person and they're like, okay, you're like, hi, my name is Kiki and time to introduce myself. And they're like, I know who you are. And you're like, girl, you don't know this me. I changed now. Oh my god, you could be a Scorpio. I feel like that's such a Scorpio thing to say. Four of Swords. Well, that's not a sword. Four of Swords. Introspection again. Freudian slip. That wasn't really a Freudian slip, but I'm going to call it that. Four of Wands. I feel like you really crave stability. You want this connection. You want this union. You want it. There is relationships coming in here. I'm just feeling. I'm trying to like steer away from it still, but it is slightly coming in here. You want success with someone. You want to feel like you don't have to do things alone anymore. Right, let me see if there's anything else coming through. Actually, do you know what? What more can you tell me about what a tarot reader would say about this? Please. Same cards just came out. Lol. Let's say. Yeah, you're the spiritual teacher. You teach people things. You have a lot of knowledge. a lot of an awareness of life, of the spiritual and the practical. The Magician is a practical card. He lives in the practical realm. He lives in the physical, you know, he understands physical knowledge. He knows how to make things happen for himself. And these two, you teach others. You teach others. You could be a natural teacher, I'm getting that also. Yeah, so I feel like there's also really a need to balance yourself emotionally, physically, and, you know, learning this balance between the intuitive and the practical, you know, learning how to translate. Like, that's the whole role. You could be a tarot reader or someone spiritual in a spiritual job where you have to convey messages from the spiritual to a human who doesn't really understand. Like, you know, learning spirituality is like learning a new language, so that you have to be able to translate that. Okay. I don't know, okay. Like clarifying with myself. Yeah. I'm really drawn to all the green. I feel like plants are really good for you, nature. Flowers in particular. I feel like you either love flowers or you need to get some flowers. Like, I'm literally smiling just thinking about flowers, so yeah, that will really bring you. Look at all these flowers I've just seen in the Magician also. Look at all these flowers he has. Maybe when you, that's like a way that you ground yourself and meditate, is by tending to flowers, gardening, that type of thing. Okay, let's move on to your spirit animal. Let's see what kind of energy, spirit animal energy that you have. So we first we have watch your words, parrot spirit. We have truth transcends illusion. This is the dragonfly spirit that came out in reverse. I'm not too versed on my reversals in these decks, so I am going to read or glance over the book a little bit, see if there's extra messages. I don't want to miss anything out. You have the bobcat spirit, life is a mystery. I'm just going to turn these my way for a moment. 9, 4. People might be very drawn to your eyes. You know how they say, like, oh, we'll just let the airplane go, shall we? You go, we'll just wait, don't worry. Cool, okay. People may be very drawn to your eyes, and how they say eyes are the window to the soul. You see straight through people. You see straight through their soul. Even though it says watch your words, I don't think you're a person of very many words. Like I said, it's about that thing about whole translating between the spiritual and the practical. I'm just going to call it practical, but basically the world that we're in here now. So learning how to say things to help others understand, basically, is part of what you need to be able to do, or part of something that you're very good at. Especially with the Hierophant here, you know, he is a teacher of spiritual knowledge, of higher wisdom. So he is able to, when people come to him for advice, he's able to translate it in a way that they can understand and really ingrain it into their lives. Truth transcends illusion. Do you know what I really want to say? Is that this isn't something you can escape. You experiencing these transformations, this darkness, this lightness, going through these cycles, it's not something you can escape. Like this dragonfly has a crown, but it's not actually on her head. It looks like there's like, I'm almost seeing it as like being drawn onto her head, like being drawn. Like you can't escape being crowned. You can't escape, you know, like when you born into a royal family, you have to follow the rules. You have to be a part of this royal family. I mean, look at Prince Harry. But what I'm trying to say is, you were born into this. This is what your soul was meant to do. Right? I'm gonna read some from the book. let's start with watch your word. So your words are very, very powerful. You need to make sure that you're speaking positivity and light into your life, so that you can bring light into other people's lives, so that you can, so that the universe knows that you know your worth, that you understand what you deserve, so that they can bring it towards you. Yeah, so if you're ever feeling unsure, this is a sign from your spirit guides to say that you are always on the right track. Like I said, this is your mission. This is meant for you. You can do this. You're strong enough for this. You hold all the knowledge you need to go through all of these trials and tribulations, and you're not alone. As much as you might think, as much as you go through alone, you're not ever alone. You're never alone. You know, like I said, if you're someone who speaks aloud, you're speaking to your angels. They are hearing you. They are protecting you. They're with you. They'll never let anything happen to you, okay? I feel like I just had to say that. What I was saying about you feeling very protective, yeah. So you feel very protective over your what you want, what you desire, your dreams, aspirations even, maybe. I feel like you keep a lot of knowledge to yourself also. I feel like that's a good thing for now. You understand that not everything needs to be revealed, not everything needs to be said. Right, so I'm gonna pull these. I took some little like personality-ish traits that I have made up before. So we have, what is this? A Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. You could have Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or you could just have very Cancerian traits. Doesn't have to literally be in your chart. You could have this Cancer 7th house, or, you know, holding a lot of emotion for people. And sometimes I feel like the emotion Cancers hold, it sometimes can be very overwhelming for them, and it can be very similar for you. You have intuitive, of course, definitely knew that, didn't we, guys? So you are an intuitive being. A tarot reader would tell you that you understand energy. Please. You understand energy, you understand what it is. I'm sorry, these were not in camera. There we go. You understand energy, and yeah, I feel like you even see energy more than you... I am so sorry, guys. More than you see yourself. We have younger. I'm not sure why that came out. Let me just think. If you are a teacher, I feel like you're like a primary school, secondary school, like a younger teacher. Like you wouldn't be like a university teacher or something. You really touch the souls. Where the hell do I live? What is this? Because you touched a lot of younger souls, and I feel like you also touch the inner childs of let's say of humans, of the people you interact with. You touch their inner child. You help them recognize who they are and why they're also here. Itchy foot. What did I say? Tarot reader. I think some of you guys are tarot readers yourself. Or you, even if you're not doing it professionally or whatever, you read for yourself, you understand the... Look at this at the bottom of the pile, because I've got a mirror here. I can see the reflection. What's at the bottom? The High Priestess. Look at that. Crazy how it all works. I'm sorry, I'm singing. If anyone doesn't understand tarot, High Priestess, intuition, understanding the spiritual realm. She's like the I don't want to say the barrier, but like the... If you've ever watched Vampire Diaries, Bonnie. She's like the Bonnie of the tarot, basically. Scorpio, what did I say? A lot of transformation. So you could have a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or just go through a lot of Scorpionic traits, as in transformations, understanding extremes, life and death, stuff like that. And you have a lot of signs coming out here. We have Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, the sign of intellect, of knowledge. I thought I'd say power too. Wow. I think knowledge for you is power. That's why you hold a lot of it in. Like if someone told you a secret, you wouldn't just go be telling everyone and gossiping and da 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 da. You take a lot in. You're probably very observant, and then you kind of just like sit in that power of knowing. The power of knowing, that's what you sit in. Very Gemini. Also the joy of learning also. And Gemini covers the 3rd house, and the 3rd house compared to the 9th house both speak about you know, kind of like communication, intelligence, not intelligence, but like learning, stuff like that. But Gemini is the younger years of when you're learning, so you know, that's why you have younger, probably. That's what I'm trying to blend together. The younger years of your learning. Don't know where I was going with that. Last but not least, clever. So you could be a very clever person, probably are, since this is your pile. If you got to this point and you were like, this does not resonate, like black. No, I'm joking. So yeah, you clever. I think you're clever in the way that you don't reveal everything about yourself. You, like Scorpio, very secretive. Not very secretive, but you're secretive. You know what to keep to yourself and what to share, and you just have that discernment about yourself, and you're very, very good at that, I feel like. And yeah, do you want to have any more messages for this pile, those who chose Rose Quartz? Oh my god, okay. They just said to pull some wisdom of the Oracle. So I'm going to give you some advice from the Wisdom of Oracle deck. Aren't you just lucky? Right. Advice, please, for those who chose the Rose Quartz. What advice do you have for them, please? Okay. Your advice is never-ending story in reverse. I'm going to take the book because we'll see what it says. This really relates to what I was saying about the cycles that you go through. It says, this is a time to avoid... Is that the right one? It should be. Yeah. So. Are you focused or no? This is a time to avoid drama at all costs, especially when it comes to other people's stuff. Your sensitivity is on overload these days, and you're best served by keeping your distance. Your mantra today is not my circus, not my monkeys. All this drama will pass, and you will carry on unscathed and blameless. Yeah, just clarified my message that I was saying over and over again. Knowing when to speak and when to just take a step back and think and be by yourself a little bit. You know, not setting those boundaries, not allowing everyone to emotionally dump on you, because if you have Cancer placements, or even just if you're in this Cancer energy, you're very sensitive at the moment, and you're probably just a very sensitive being anyway because you are so intuitive. But yeah, I feel like that's everything I have for you guys. Pile number 1, Rose Quartz. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe below for more tarot readings, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, pile number 2 for those who chose this beautiful Aragonite crystal, which is out of focus. I want you to focus on the crystal, please. There we go. Oh no. For those who chose this Aragonite crystal, hi. This is your pile. This is your reading. You're in the right place. I found you. Hi. How you doing? Right. Already I'm getting maybe some of you guys are kind of like comedic people. You like to make jokes. You're like the clown of the group.
I'm a clown.
Of the yeah. Right. As usual, we're starting off with the tarot. I'm really sorry I keep singing. I don't know what's going on. Hi. So the first card we have for you is the Page of Wands. Page Wands. I'm going to push the sound a little bit so you can see the cards a bit more. There we go. We have the, I was going to call this the Fear card. It's not, it's the Strength card. The Strength card. Ooh, love it. The 5 of Wands. And the Ace of Cups. So what would a tarot reader say about you? You, someone don't worry you. See, why do I feel like you guys are such fun people? Like, you're just silly people. Am I just being silly myself? I think I said this in the other pile, the first pile. I don't know if I wrote it in my intro. But basically, I'm just going to be talking. I'm trying to really just trust my intuition on all these piles. So if I have to double back on what I just said, we'll just flow. We'll just see what comes out, you know? Just be with me here. Let's have fun. Let's not be too serious. That's what I feel like this pile needs. Even though your cards are super serious, so I'm not sure where this energy is coming from. You could be very like adventurous, spontaneous individual. You kind of just, yes, I did change my top because it was really hot. Spontaneous individual. Who kind of just is up for anything. And I'm really sorry, but I'm really drawn to like these weird prickly stringy leaves at the bottom of each one. Like you see this one in the strength card. Okay, it's not focusing properly. But and there's also this one here. Okay, cool. It's getting hard again. I'm just gonna ignore that for now because I'm not sure. You guys might be very fiery people. I don't want to call you confrontational, but
catch me outside, how about that?
Maybe if you had a few more drinks. If you had some drinks, you might be a little bit confrontational. This is kind of physical thing. Man, I feel like you guys have a really great figure. You're like admired by a lot of people. You're just like really great, and I feel like you know that. Like, I feel like you guys have confidence. Like, look at this girl. Like, she's not scared of the devil. She's just like, yeah, and I have my lion. Like, it is what it is. And like, he's about to fight, and he's like, yeah, we gonna fight. You gonna catch these hands. And him, he's just like, I've got my bird. And even her on the Ace of Cups, like those watery things, they're spiky. That's what I was looking at, these spiky bits. Like, ouch, ouch, you guys hurt. But you guys are fun. I want to hang out with you. Oh my god. Why are you like... Okay, I feel like you guys are like, whether... I don't want to say you're promiscuous, but I feel like you're very like flirty people. Like, you'll be like, hey. Like, you just know how to get your own way. I feel like you're good with your words too. This is such funny energy. This is so funny. I feel like you're nighttime people. I don't know if you really like the day, the morning. You know, you'd rather be like, you're not going to be a morning person, I feel like. Any other messages, Spirit? I feel like my messages aren't coming through as like da-da-da-da-da. It's just random shit. It's just random stuff. That's so funny. You have really great hair too. You might get a lot of compliments on your hair. Let's see what clarifies we get, because I'm super intrigued. So what would a tarot reader say about pile number 2? Aragonite. What would a tarot reader say about them? We want some clarifiers, please, Spirit. We want some clarifiers. Let's get one for the Page of Wands. 7 of Cups, clarifying the Page of Wands. Clarify the Strength card for me, please. The Tower. See, your cards are like super serious, so I don't know why I'm not in a serious energy. It's weird. Right, 5 of Wands. How this 5 of Wands with these? Ooh. Okay, we have the Moon and we have the Hermit in reverse. And please clarify the Ace, of Cups. we have, what do we have? That's too many cards, but we'll take it. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have Strength again. You guys stand up for what you believe in, I feel like. And we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. I'm getting that unbalancing of emotions, of energy, as in like you react. You guys are reactors. That's literally how I would describe you. You're reactors. Like something happens, good or bad, you react. Maybe you don't think it through all the time. Don't want to call you out or anything, but look at this Tower card. Boom. Ba-boom. I feel like you go after what you want as well with this one. He's ready to go. Like he's gone. He's like, yeah, I want that one, that one. Like, look at all the options he has. I feel like you guys have a lot of options in terms of people who want to hang out with you, be with you. Yeah, that's why I feel like you're very like good looking or sexy or whatever. You have a lot of fiery energy. Like if you were in the bedroom, you're going to be the dominant one. Like even if you're the submissive, you're still going to be like, okay, I want you to do it like this though. But yeah, this guy, he's like, I want that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. 2 of those, please. Like he's not just going to choose one. He wants all of them. Yeah, so sometimes I feel like you react without seeing the whole picture or understanding everything first. You react based off of emotion. You're very fiery. You probably have a lot of fire in your chart. Very fire dominant. Definitely see that. Along with some water. Water. Don't know why I said it like that. Along with some water. I do need some water though. The Hermit in reverse. Yeah, again, I feel like this is just you not shying away from stuff. Like you're ready. You're there. You might have a lot of competition, but I feel like this is people trying to get your attention. A lot of people trying to get your attention. I'm hearing you don't work well with others. Independent energy. I feel like you just do your own stuff, your own shit, and you're just like, yeah, I'm just doing me. You try doing you. I feel like that's you. I'm not getting a lot of messages for you guys, if I'm being honest. Let's see what else comes out. What more can you tell me about those who choose Aragonite, please? What would a tarot reader say about them? The Fool card. God, I just bent up that card. What would a tarot reader say about those who chose Aragonite? I'm going to get some water. Say about what tarot reader say about them? Ace of Swords in reverse. King of Pentacles. I'm gonna get one more. Page of Wands again. Yeah. Like how excited I am. You guys are some excitable people. Especially with all this page energy. Like I said, King of Pentacles, I just heard like when it came out, I was like, get shit done. Get shit done. Like you're just like, yeah. You just know what you want and you go after it. Like I said here. And you want all of it. The Fool card, I feel like you're very, again, spontaneous people. You're not afraid to take that leap. You're not afraid to go after what you want. I keep thinking you have a pet or someone that comes along with you, but it's not a person. It's like, maybe you have like a bear or teddy bear or some kind of comfort blanket, but it's not a person. I'm not quite sure what. But I feel like that's something that makes you very confident. Like, that inner knowing that you can just do whatever you want. Not the way I just said it, but that inner knowing that you can go after what you want and you'll be okay, yeah? Ace of Swords in reverse, again, I think this is like kind of like the lack of clarity that sometimes you have, going after things, this ace, new beginnings, so going after things, maybe without thinking everything through sometimes. Also, I think you just say things how it is. You say it how it is. Say it how it is, yeah? I'm looking at this page of wands and I'm just hearing it and be like, ooh, shiny thing. Ooh, shiny thing. Let me run over there. Like, you guys get distracted really easily. I feel like you're very like adventurous, but also inquisitive. So you're the type of person who asks a lot of questions. You're the type of person who tries new things. You're like, if you like, you'll buy something from IKEA and you won't ask anyone to help you. You'll be like, I've got this. You won't even look at the instructions. Like, that's the type of person you are. You'll just do it. You're a doer.
A pusher. I push people.
I feel like maybe you sometimes wear odd clothes, or like you could wear clothes that make you stand out. Aquarius energy. Yeah. I feel like I didn't get much for you guys, but I'm going to try and get as much as I can with these oracle cards I'm about to pull. Okay, so for your oracle cards, we're using the spirit animal. So what kind of spirit animal you get? We have wasp spirit, sometimes life stings. This came out in reverse for you. I don't think I've ever seen this card actually, or maybe just not in a long time. We have bring your ideas to life, electric eel spirit, definitely. You guys have a lot of ideas with this, with 2 page of wands coming out. That is literally ideas. The creation of ideas. You're probably very creative individuals. That's what I think I saw with the odd socks. Like, I actually said odd clothes, but I saw odd socks. Like, you're very like artistic and creative. Yeah, you have some, you want to do something, you'll just do it. Owl spirit, you see clearly now. Yeah, so again with the owl spirit, I'm just seeing you going after what you want. You know what you want. You do. Like, whenever you face challenges or blocks. Oh, need a new battery. Yeah, so we are back. What I was saying, whenever you face challenges or blocks, with this sometimes life sting card, I think you can overcome these. You can. It was in reverse, so I'm gonna look at the book because I'm not very good at reversals right now. So it says, are you holding on to anger, jealousy, or resentment because you got stung? All those emotions, very powerful, passionate emotions. It says jealousy is a false belief that you can't have what you want, or someone could take it away from you. That was supposed to be yours. Let it go and release all those feelings that are making the sting hurt long after the sting has been removed. You are called to trust that disappointment can lead you to a different and better path. Align with spirit now and trust that this too shall pass, and is already doing so, for the pain subsides when you stop telling the story of how much it hurt. I'm not sure if you guys are thinking negatively, to be honest. I kind of had like a more so confident spirit from you. I feel like you have been stung in the past, and the jealousy and anger, I don't know if that's you specifically, or maybe you want someone who you can't get, but you get a lot of attention from elsewhere. But yeah. So I am surprised that came out in reverse for you. I feel like there's a lot to you. Like, maybe sometimes people only see the surface of you, but there's a lot more than meets the eye with you. Because I'm drawn to like the complex backgrounds in these 2 images. You see the background of the wasp, like with all those little lines and things. The background of this eel, all these little swells and, you know, different aspects. Honestly, I feel like sometimes you sting others. As in, like, you're this wasp. By rejecting others. You know, I think even if you are confident and you are very like assured of yourself, there's always a reason for that. There's always something from your past that maybe made you that way and developed you in that way. Even though we see that as such a positive, even though we do see that as such a positive trait to have, maybe to you it's not something that you even see yourself, or it's not something that you kind of wish you were a bit more able to see other people's point of view, and accept things a bit easier, and not be so, like, I don't know the word. I don't want to say stubborn, but like a stubborn energy, not be so like, yeah. objective to things. I don't know the word. So yeah, bring your ideas to life. You're a very creative individual. You have a lot of ideas, and I feel like you are someone who brings it to life. You're someone who goes after what they want, like I said. And yeah, you see clearly now. 43. I'm just gonna read some of that. That will always break your heart. Your first kiss. Before you may have got rejected. I'm getting that song. There's always that one person who will always have your heart. Miss love from the start. Before. Or I'm even seeing this boy in the background singing, and that's you, like serenading you with that song. And he's like, I still love you, bro. I still love you, boy. Even in the darkest night, the owl sees clearly and is guided in every sense it has, including the first sense of intuition. Right now, your sensitivities are turbocharged and you are receiving messages from all directions. Owl spirit reminds you to be wise and pay attention to what's between the lines, what is invisible to the naked eye, what cannot be heard with the ears, and what others may not be able to perceive. I feel like if you don't have a physical animal or something that comforts you, I feel like you have very strong spirit guides that are with you, or a spirit animal that you are aware of, something that you see as your spirit animal, or you see as your alter ego also. It's your relationships, your finances, your job, whatever it is, you see the truth clearly now. Yeah, I definitely see that as, yeah, like I said, knowing what you want. If you were in a period where you were unsure, because this Ace of Cups also does talk about uncertainty, seeing something beautiful, seeing something that you want and thinking, is that actually a mirage? Like, I've been in the desert for so long. I've been in the desert fighting for so long. I'm not sure whether what I'm seeing, whether this water here is real or not. Like, is this real? But if this is a second message coming through, this is Spirit telling you what you see now is real. It's clear. Your intuition is telling you the truth, you know? It really is guiding you at this moment. Okay, let's get sure that's not that. Here we go. You've got your little thingy-mabobs. Oh, that's a bit better. So we have, oh my god, I said stubborn, didn't I? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. That is literally such, even whether or not you have Taurus placements, this is such a Taurus power. The stubbornness, I don't want to say it because I feel like you're going to be like, I'm not stubborn. But the stubbornness, the going for what you want regardless of the blocks. I feel like Taurus face a lot of blocks in their lives, but they always overcome them. They are very, very resilient. And this bull, well, it's actually the devil, but there was a card, I think I had a bull in it. Can't remember what it was. But, yeah, just charging forwards. We have piercings. Ooh. So maybe you have some piercings. Maybe that's kind of like what draws people towards you. You're very like, again, I feel like piercings is like, you know, when you're a kid and you go out and you get all these piercings and stuff and your parents hate it. Like, you just do what you want. You don't get, and you're spontaneous too. Like, someone will be like, oh, do you want to go get your ears pierced? And you'll be like, oh yeah, sure, let's go. I'll go get my nose pierced. I'll go get my lip pierced. Like, damn, yeah. Fuck it, let's go. Sneakerhead. Ooh. Sneakerhead. So you could be really into shoes. I'm also getting heels. I feel like you know. God, these freaking cars. I'm so sorry about these cars. I actually don't know what to do. I've gone a bit darker too. Anyway, what was I saying? Why are you doing that? There's no need. There's no fucking need. You guys kind of might be a bit attention seekers. I'm really sorry to say it. I feel like this person is attention seeking right now. Anyway, yeah, I feel like you guys are very like fashionable people. You know what's in. You know how to look good. Like, look at her booty. Like, her booty looks so good.
Look at that. Ooh wee.
What?
You see that booty?
That's why I keep thinking that. Like, you guys know how to dress well. People will like be looking at your shoes and be like, oh yeah, she's got them craps. Ooh, you guys looks good. Looks good. A crystal child. Wow. Are you guys crystal children? I feel like you have quite mature energy also. And again, you do have that inner knowing. that insight. I feel like you do have a spiritual connection. I feel like everyone does, because you are on a tarot reading, unless you just randomly stumbled across it. But still, whether or not you randomly stumbled across it, it's always going to be meant for you at that time. So yeah, you have those traits of a crystal child, so search them up. I feel like, is it the crystal children that just go after what they want? I'm actually going to look it up, one moment. Right, so we literally have, it says, it doesn't matter about the ages of the crystal children and stuff like that, it's just the qualities. They throw through consciousness, let me see, sorry. Known to follow their hearts as idealists in the world, limited and troubled by materialists. Which is strange, because you do have sneakerhead, so I don't know if that's true. But an old soul, they see their ultimate goal as making the world a better place. They are sensitive. They sometimes act without thinking through the consequences. What did I say? Love to climb, have a good sense of balance, are natural huggers, and have no awareness of personal boundaries because they feel connected to all humankind and all living things. Love music and singing, which is probably why I kept singing at the beginning of your video, but hate loud noises. Exude love for their family, friends, pets. Yeah, I feel like you guys have pets or something. You're like an animal lover. Animal lover. See, singing again. Okay. Ooh, we have another one. Motherly. Ooh, interesting. You have like some, yeah, that's what I was feeling though, this feminine energy. Like, but it's like the femme fatale energy, like that sexual feminine energy, like, you know, even if you, I'm sorry if you're not actually a woman or you're non-binary or something like that, but you just know how to use your body in a way that like entices people and helps you get what you want. It's a good thing. I mean, that's the whole point. But you know, unique. What did I say about being unique? An individual. Yes, definitely. Okay. And sweet / innocent. I feel like you guys act sweet and innocent. Like that whole thing where you're like, what I was like before, oh, how's it going? Like you just curl your hair and you're like, yeah, you can borrow this pen. Oops, I dropped my pen. I'm sorry it's so sexual. I don't know why I get this super like sexual energy from you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but I feel like, yeah, at the core, you're super sweet, you're super innocent, you're not innocent, but you're really kind and loving. And that's what I was saying. I feel like sometimes people don't see the whole you. Have we got any more messages, please, for this pile here? There's one more message from the tarot cards. Okay. Oh, sugar. Page of Pentacles. Putting down roots, again, going after what you want in a stable way, understanding and knowing how to move forward with things. I feel like you look a lot to the future. And you have a lot of success, I'm hearing. Like, even if you don't see the success you have, you will have a lot of success because of the way you are. Again, this page, another youthful energy here. Out in the forest, out in the woods, not in the woods, but you know, out in nature, exploring things. And there's just so many, what I said about all these little things in the background, so much that makes you up. And if you see this picture very, very closely, he looks a bit like, I don't know how to show you, but he looks like incomplete, like it's little dots. And this is the first time I've noticed it, like they've coloured it in very little dots. There's a lot that makes you into who you are. There's a lot that goes into you. You're a multifaceted human being. And I feel you are a very grounded person, especially with this Taurus energy here too. You could be a dancer, also I'm seeing. Maybe that's why I kept getting the whole physical body thing. People watch you on a stage in some way. But yeah, I think that's all we're going to get for you guys. So thank you so much for... Let me put you up a little bit as I talk. Thank you so much for watching this video, pile number 2. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below so that you can see more tarot readings from me. I have a lot on my page if you want to check them out. And again, thank you so much for coming, and I'm really happy that you shared your energy with me. Bye. Hello, pile number 3, those who chose this beautiful Labadorite here. This is your reading. So as usual, sorry, just while I adjust to your energy, because that pile was super excitable energy, so I'm just gonna like, I can feel my energy just like lowering down a little bit. Do you guys feel very, I don't want to say serious, you feel very smart, like organized, that's the word I'm feeling. Like very like Virgo energy, earthy energy, air energy. Meticulous, is that the word? Particular too. I don't want to say cunning, but like, you guys have a plan for things. You're like a planner, you plan ahead. You might be kind of secretive too, because like, I'm yet to look at the cards and I don't know why. Like, I don't want to look at the cards yet. It's kind of as you like, you keep a lot to yourself. Maybe you don't really want people to know you that much. You're like observers. You have a very certain way of speaking, of talking. You have a vast vocabulary. Oh wow. And what do we have here? What do we have here? Right, I'll show you your cards now. Your tarot cards. Let's put this here. Let's bring you down here. Okay, you have the Fool. You have the King of Pentacles. You have the Hierophant. And you have the Six of Swords. Here, when I said, well, what do we have here? The Hierophant, higher knowledge. You're a teacher. Either you're an older person, obviously I know there's a lot of people watching this, but maybe a lot of older people chose this pile, or just people with a lot of wisdom, an older soul. I'm so sorry about the music. That's not music, that's literally someone singing very badly. I don't know, I can hear so much around here. Anyway. You guys feel very zen, like a very zen person. You might go on a lot of hikes or walks to calm your mind. As I'm seeing this full person up in the mountains here with the sun rising, and they're just embracing everything. I feel like you let people and things fall away from you. You don't hold on to things too, well, I say that, but then you have the King of Pentacles here, where he's keeping this melon for himself. He's got all this for his, you know, his town, his city, his people, but this is just for him. I feel like that's like kind of how you are. So you have, in that secretive energy, it's like, this knowledge is just for me. This is just for me to keep. Like, say if you have a passion for art or something like that, like you're not going to be Instagramming it and everything else. You're going to be like, this is just for me. This passion is for me. I do feel like you kind of are out in the public, and with this Hierophant here, people come to you for things, either for advice, you're an advisor, or you have a leadership role that means people need to come and talk to you a lot and get a lot of information from you. But there's a side of you that's super free spirited, that enjoys being out in the wild, I wanted to say. Maybe you even have a boat that you like to go on, or you're just very fond of boats or water, that kind of thing. And you do this either early in the morning or late at night. So like when people aren't around, like you do this alone and by yourself. Because even though in the Six of Swords there's two people, like they're both hooded in this way, like you can't see their faces. So it's like, even if you were very rich or something and you had your own boat and you like to go on your boat, it's like you're alone because it's just you and the boat driver, basically. It's just you two, like you're not interacting. You could be an author or a writer in some way, a journalist even. Or a gardener, someone that grows stuff. People look up to you in some way. You might be a dad, have children. I'm feeling very masculine energy. Obviously you do not have to be a male. You do not have to identify as any gender. But you might have children and take on a more masculine and more yang role where you are practical, you're the provider, you make sure stuff is where it needs to be, you get shit done. You're not there for all the like emotional stuff and you know, you could be obviously, but I'm just mean like your main focus, the way you were raised, the way you were brought up, the way that you feel like you are valued is if you are providing practically. And the way I am articulating myself, I feel like you guys definitely are you hold a lot of knowledge, and I feel like you might be like not a scholar, an academic. You've written something, I feel like. You might be religious, like a religious leader in some way, or hold a high role in like maybe a church or something like that. A leadership role. What else are we getting? What would a tarot reader say about this Labadorite pile? You guys are super calm energy. Like, you guys are really chilled people, and I feel like that's why people come to you. Like, I almost feel like I want to fall asleep. You might be worked very hard. You need a lot of rest too. And you don't really get time for all these side hobbies, possibly. Again, I'm just hearing you make sure you get shit done. Shit gets done when you're around. We're gonna pull some more cards before I fall asleep. You could be like a reader, a voice actor or something, or you read books. Clarifiers, please, for pile number 3 with the Labadorite. Clarifiers, please. That Queen of Swords wants to come out. Communication. Well, you see that? I tried to put it back and it came out upright. Queen of Swords, I'm going to keep her out for now. So, clarify the Fool card, please. Where's the Fool here? Whoa, these cards are flying out. It's like you guys are like, I don't have time today. Please hurry up with this damn reading. The Empress, wow. With the Fool card. Yeah, this is a love for you. A love of exploring. Also had a love of challenges too. Okay, I'm going to keep these 2 cards even though I wasn't actually thinking of anything. Let me just see what messages I get first of all. You have the, oh sugar. The 8 of Swords that kind of wanted to come upright, I think. And you have the 2 of Cups in reverse. Like I said, I think you kind of hide yourself away from people. You don't really let people see you. See the real you. In some way. You know, this is the 8 of Swords, so it's a choice. It's a decision that she's made to sit here and act trapped or alone, or, you know, by yourself. And the 2 of Cups being reversed, it shows a disconnect between 2 people. An unbalancing. I feel you hold a lot of love a lot of love for the passions that you have in life, for maybe even your job even. You hold a lot of love for this. This is something you enjoy doing, but it's something, I want to say again, it's something that's just yours. Your passion is something that is just yours to have. Yeah, so generally. Right, we're going to get some more clarifiers, please. Where's everyone keep getting stuck to my phone? Right, so why is the King of Pentacles here, please? King of Pentacles here. Temperance. We just saw the Two of Pentacles too, which is very similar to Temperance. That was the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Sorry, I'm just trying to focus. Come on, focus. Why is the Five of... Oh, no, that's not the Five of anything. That is the Hierophant. Why is the Hierophant here? Well, don't tell me the same card just came out. Okay, you've just got the Eight of Swords again for the Hierophant, plus the Sun card. Told you, this was something that makes you happy. Teaching others, even if it's not your job, even if it's just like you're very knowledgeable... You're a very knowledgeable person who people can know that like you're going to be talking about an interesting topic with them, or they can come, you can talk about esoteric stuff or the occult, or just wider knowledge, or like even your courses that you've done and stuff like that. Like you enjoy doing this. You enjoy learning also, I feel like. Oh my God, shut up. For goodness sake. Again, Four of Cups. You enjoy being on your own a lot. You like to sit with your own thoughts, your own feelings. You might have like if someone offers to not take you out, but like go out with friends or stuff like that, you're like, no, it's okay, I'll just, you know, do my own thing today. It's okay, I've got this plan here, and yeah. You're kind of just like do your own thing type of person. Right, why is the Six of Swords here? I want to know more about the Six of Swords. Why is the Six of Swords here, please? What was that? Six of Swords here. Whoops, daisy. Four of Swords. More of that rest energy. Maybe you guys need to rest. You might have had a very busy time recently, and it's very important that you get some rest. There's the Six of Swords here, please. There's the Six of Swords here. Come on, through. The High Priestess in reverse. Intuition. Again, this High Priestess in reverse is a very secretive High Priestess. She doesn't share a lot. This Queen of Swords, you're a very logical, intellectual being. I'm feeling this very heavy air sign energy, earth energy with the King of Pentacles here. You take a lot in, you're very observant. And I feel like, yeah, you keep moving forwards. You don't really look back on the past too much. Like, I feel like you are reflective, but you're individually reflective. Like, say if you broke up with someone, you'll be like, okay, what can I do better next time? Like, you're not going to try and reach out to them, if that makes sense. The Empress, what I was saying... What was I saying? I feel like I didn't touch on these two cards over here. So the Empress, I feel like you hold a lot of love for people. You are very loving. You come across as a very loving individual, which you are, of course, with the Empress here. I feel like you are very balanced in your energies. With the, you know, you've got masculine and feminine energies coming out in here. Yin and yang. You are very balanced in this area. I think I said this, but with the Sun here, teaching, learning others is something you really enjoy, but maybe it's something you don't express to others, or it's something that you feel you don't do enough of, or you would like to do more of, but you kind of like hold yourself back a bit. But you hold a lot of wisdom. Again, I think balance is important for you. Balancing your practical life and your home life, or your more spiritual life, or your hobbies that you have. Like, I don't know, I keep getting hobbies, like you enjoy hobbies. you enjoy this area of your life and you make sure that you incorporate it often. I'm going to take your oracle cards now. First card we have is Reclaim Your Power in reverse. This is the Panther Spirit. We have Be Playful. This is Sandpiper Spirit. And we have Be at Home with the Wombat Spirit. So that was in reverse. Okay. What was I saying? I feel like there's a side to you not a lot of people see. It's this playful, fun side here with this Fool card. This joyful, like, I'm not saying you're a grumpy person or anything, but like maybe in your day-to-day life you have to be very serious, you have a lot to do, you know, but when you're alone or by yourself or enjoying yourself, like, you're a very different person, and you're this fun, loving, like, individual, excitable individual that a lot of people maybe don't get to see about you. Be at home, do you know what I'm getting? You really enjoy your own space, you really enjoy your home. This is about being yourself, showing the true you. So with the 8 of Swords coming out here, I feel like you hide a lot from people, like I was saying. You might be quite very shy and quiet, even though like that's more of your natural being, your natural state or personality, even though you come across as quite confident and that you have it all together. And Reclaim Your Power in reverse. I don't know what I'm getting for this, to be honest. I'm getting how serious he looks though. You guys seem very serious. He's serious. But you're not serious all the time, that's what I mean. Like, people see one side of you. I'm gonna get look at the book for Reclaim Your Power in reverse. 44. It says, are you afraid to act until all risk of failure has been removed? The moment when there is no risk whatsoever will never come, so follow the urging of your Panther Spirit within and look your fear in the eyes. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Stare down your fear and it will retreat and make way for your courage to fill you head to toe. Perhaps you are afraid you can't trust the power that is rising in you, and you fear the qualities you will find within when you look deeply is why you resist the challenge before you. Every part of you, no matter how dark it may seem, has a high quality, a light quality. So be bold and face it. Own the light and make peace with your shadow. Spirit trusts you, so be brave and trust yourself. I feel like there was more I wanted to say about that, but now my brain's just gone blank. So I feel like everything that needed to be said was there. You guys can take how you want, you know. This is a general reading, so make sure that you take the messages that are right for you. It says, could it be that you're not feeling comfortable in your own skin? The false mask, drop the false mask, because it's not others who will hurt you now. It is you who are hurting yourself when you aren't being authentic. Even if others are not in agreement with your authenticity, you are safe with the spirit. So yeah, I think that's just an omen to be yourself more, to express the side of you that is playful and fun and excitable, because people want to see it. And yeah, you'll still be loved in this area. Right. Oh, and we need to get your papers, your little personality traits on here. We have a good listener, definitely feel that with the Hierophant here. You are someone who people come to talk to. You're a good person who come to you for advice, because people know that you're going to listen and take the time to hear them out. And maybe that's the reason why you don't have time to express yourself, because people are always coming to you for advice, and like they aren't you know, there's no one you can really go to for advice. Whoa, I have hot-headed. Wow. I feel like this is you in, even though I was getting a super calm energy, maybe in the business world, and your like job, you're very like go, like you're like, I don't know the word, don't know. I don't know the word. You're very like, yeah, go, go, go. That's the only way I can describe it. Helpful, yeah. You are helpful in that when people come to you for advice and stuff like that, you always have the knowledge and the wisdom that they need at that moment, and they just know that they can get it from you, because that's like, yeah, and I think it's something you enjoy too. What did I say? Good advice. Yeah, definitely good advice. Gifted and special. Look at that. You're definitely gifted and special. You have a wonderful energy with the Hierophant here and the Fool. I feel like there's a lot of facets to your personality, maybe that everyone doesn't get to see, but you know, yeah. I think that's why also you're valued in maybe your place of work, or just as an individual, as a friend, a family member. You are very valued for what you know, and that makes you very special individual. What I was saying right at the beginning, I think something about you being very clever, I think that's a part of it, is that you are, people see you as someone who's very gifted, as different. Yeah, like the gifted and talented in school used to be like basically the clever people at school. Excitable. What did I say? I think you have this second energy to you where you are excitable, you're fun, and you're playful, and you have a lot going on with you. What's going on with you? I feel like now we've talked a bit. We're now, I don't know, I'm connecting to that side of you that's a bit more fun and upbeat and happy, and like, yeah, you're just like silly. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Are there any more messages for the last pile of Labadorite? No, I don't think there is. I think that was everything you needed to know. And I really hope you enjoyed this reading. I thank you for coming, and I hope to see you soon. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. And I'll see you soon. Bye.